I guess now he also needs a sweeper. Let's play the Symbiosis. Ha! It worked. Okay, I will take it. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are back with Simic, and this Simic is pretty amazing. I've been playing a few games with this, and I must say that I'm pleasantly surprised, because it plays very differently than the other decks, and it seems to have a lot of value, and the big factor is Field Trip. This card is amazing. I really think we need to play it a bit more. And also we have cards like Turntimber Symbiosis, that seems to synergize with the deck extremely well. If you hit with this card, like what it does, you look at the 7 cards and you put a creature. If it's a small creature of 3 cost or less, it enters with 3 additional counters. So basically a land that can give you an extremely big creature. And actually Topiary Stomper works perfectly with this, because not only it is a 3-drop, so it gets the buff, and then it's 7/7 Vigilance. That's no joke. It's actually the same stats as Titan, basically, without the ATB effect. And also it gives you extra lands, so even better. So, and also at the point when you cast this, it means you have 7 lands, so basically you can start attacking. And of course we want to hit Titan and Koma, those are the big finishers, but we also have some small value engine in case the game goes long, and this is one of the big differences in this deck, because you have the Colossal Sky Turtle and Shigeki Loop. So and with this deck, believe me, you always have so much mana that you can basically just, go crazy. And thanks to this, if the game goes long, and especially against decks that don't clear the graveyard, sooner or later you will assemble this combo. And both of them, both Colossal Sky Turtle and Shigeki, they are creatures. We have basic Conjuration in the sideboard and double Turntimber Symbiosis. So we can play a bit like a combo deck in a longer game. You need to decide, this is not the game, like the main plan for the deck, but if the game goes longer and you just keep trading card for card or card for 2 cards, and you know that nobody will die in next 5-10 turns, you can play like this and just go for the combo and you will probably win. And also we have very good ways to basically stun the enemy and completely shut him down. We have the Consuming Tide. This is interesting card. So basically everyone bounces everything except lands, of course, and except one. One stays. So basically each player gets the best card that he had and leaves it in the game, and the rest just comes into the hand, and you draw card for each opponent who has more cards in the hand than you. And this is actually really important, because normally bounce spells do not cycle themselves and you lose the value, similar to Fading Hope. With this deck we have a small strategy of being at card disadvantage and then drawing cards thanks to this. This is why we have double teachings, and this is basically your main card draw. And this is also why I like Field Trip so much, because it's a ramp spell that gives you card advantage during the later part of the game. And it's extremely important, especially that teachings gets better if you are extremely behind. And if we want, we can be behind with Fading Hopes, with ramp. Usually our cards are in the board and not in the hand. So very often you have 3 creatures, enemy has 3 cards in the hand. And then when you are basically even, in a way, you cast the teachings and you get ahead basically, because you have both the board and also the hand. And Consuming Tide works in a very similar manner. Of course you want to cast it when you draw a card. It helps you with the tempo, and some of our creatures do benefit from getting bounced, like Titan and Topiary Stomper, so sometimes it can be beneficial for you. Alright, so this is not the main card, but it definitely has its use in many situations, especially if you combine with Decisive Denial. So for example, you can follow it up, enemy has 1 creature, and then you just kill it because your creature is bigger than his. no pun here. So then suddenly the board is empty, but you left your Titan or you left your Koma and you make Serpents, like things like this. This deck definitely has a lot of more variety. Other Simic decks from my experience are just ramp, Koma. And then you either win or lose. This deck definitely has different game plans if the game goes longer. I think this is largely due to Field Trip and this Shigeki loop, because this is basically one game plan, and this is the second game plan. And this is of course the third game plan. And with the teachings, with mascot exhibition, with basic conjuration, like you have so many ways to make interesting plays. And I think this is something that deck really benefits from, because this deck has enormous amount of mana. It means that you always lack value. You lack cards to play and in the end game, because you have like 10, 15 mana, something like this. And very often you bounce creatures, you replay them, you know, stuff like this. So my point is that the deck plays very interestingly compared to other Simic decks, at least from my experience, and I think it's worth trying. If you're a Simic fan, I would encourage you to try this one, especially like casting 7/7 Stomper instead of just drawing land is amazing. Oh, and I nearly forgot, we have 24 lands, right? No, 26, 30. We actually play 30 lands in this deck because we really want to hit them. So yeah, to be fair, it is a lot, but 4 of them can be traded to counterspell and 2 of them can be traded to Symbiosis. But you generally don't whiff on lands, so with Azusa you will hit something, and you need the 7 mana to start playing the game. And this is also one of the reasons we have Field Trip, because with teachings you can balance it out. So even if you get too many lands, you can get the teachings. You'll see in some of the games how important this card is for the deck. Alright, Sloth, you did a good job with talking about the deck for 10 minutes probably by now. I hope you enjoyed this one. I think this is one of the most fun Simic decks I've been playing. And for the results, because I'm sure you are interested in the results. We definitely went positive with this deck. I didn't play too many games, but we are at like 60% win rate with this one in Diamond, so I'm really happy with the results. I didn't find a lot of Boros though, so I need to point it out. Against Boros, it might be a different story, but we have some ways. So like if we can hit Stomper and some removal with this, or Cultivator, Consuming Tide isn't the best because all of their creatures has haste, but we have Fading Hope to help a bit. So you know, it is definitely a very hard matchup, maybe the hardest, so be careful of this one. But other than this, we even can outvalue some control decks, which is a bit funny to me, but it did happen, so yeah, pretty good. Okay, and with that being said, as always, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. I will be doing my best to upload daily. It's hard, but I will make it work. And if you appreciate it, don't forget to just click like, comment something, and by the way, as always, really thank you for everyone who liked and commented and subscribed. You are the best, so honest thank you. And with that being said, let's go into the games and let's enjoy them. Alright, so we are going first. We definitely have a lot of ramp. Let's see what we can hit. Like with Fading Hope we should have quite a lot of time. So of course we start... Actually, we start with this one. We might want to bounce something next turn. I don't think we do, but it is possible. Man, we are ramping like crazy. And we will get a creature, so that's a thing. Alright, live game will be quite useful. Fading Hope as well, because he will summon some creature with counters, and then we basically get rid of them. We play like this, so we save the blue mana. And you know, let's get some blue, because we actually have islands in the deck, we just don't draw them. We have 5. Next turn we can attack with Stomper against enemy 4-drop. Oh boy, that's pretty insane. I'm not going into attack phase, see ya. He even sacrificed the treasure just to pump the stats. You know what? This is actually a good card. It trades with something and also enables the loop if we hit Shigeki. Like, we have so much power on the board. We are actually the beatdown. Our mid game is just such a beast. We have 3 green. Okay, so rest can be blue. And just like this, Smirk, and the pain begins. I think when they cast the Predator, they usually have Predator in this deck, we just bounce it in the crucial turn and we kill him. I think that's the plan. Look at this, like, we didn't hit anything we ramp into, like Koma or Titan, and the board is scary anyway. He cannot even mid-hook this because everything is 4 toughness. Oh boy, that's definitely not how he wanted this game. Shadow Verdict would be the best, but I don't think he plays it. Opnix Lys, okay. Very interesting play. I think I actually bounced the Devil. It's basically so much damage, so I'm doing... Yeah, unfortunately the priority is not there. How do we attack? We kill double up. Yeah, I think this is just cleaner way to do things. If we had 1 extra mana, I would take Fading Hope. This is not obvious play, but this gives Scry, and this doesn't. So if you have mana, just take the Fading Hope and cast Fading Hope for extra Scry. Here, that's your mythic advice of the day. Definitely huge deal breaker. Oh, cool. Okay, jokes aside, this actually is a big difference. You never want to miss any damage. We want to kill them because at some point they will create blockers, so they will heal enemy one way or the other. And this is 10 damage. That is a lot. That is definitely quite a lot. Fading Hope will be game-winning card, so let's maybe not waste it. We need to be careful about... Oh boy, please stop. Stop with the scrap. Alright, Goldspan. Oh my god, you are still here. This is a problem. If we give him the mana... That's okay, I guess. If he attacks, like... Man, he will be at 2, but he might get crazy next turn. I'm scared what he can do next turn. Like mid-hook for 20 or something like this is on the line. So I think we still should do it. I'm not entirely sure. But it slows him down enough. Oh, that's really good. Smirk. 2 damage. And definitely the Titan. Yes, that is the play. Oh my god, like, man, it's so insane that enemy was losing whole game. Like, board was completely empty, he had nothing and he played Goldspan and I got scared. Like, what? 5 lands, Fading Hope, and a 7-drop. Bro, come on. Like, really, that's a bit too much. This is a good land. Yeah, let's do it like this. It's better to have Otawara. And we are probably against the same thing as always. Jwari. It is a very hard choice. I definitely want to counter something, but it will be super late. And also we need to draw into 4th land. But I think we are so behind that we need to do it. Oh, okay, we are against something else. It is Azorius. Okay, so for this reason, Jwari is amazing. I'm just not considering anymore that we could play against, you know, a control deck. I will go for the field trip. Oh, that went through very nicely. Alright. Teachings. This will definitely draw a lot of cards. No questions asked. And we play Jwari as a land next turn. Okay, sure. Stomper or Cultivator? I think we play like this. Like this is good enough. Yeah, I will. It's funny that it asks you about this. I really think that we have enough plays that we can get rid of this small counter spell. Especially it's a bit late, so you know, it will be hard to hit something and we need to keep up the mana and so on and so on. Not sure if you will be as happy as you think you will be. So, of course at the end step we bounce. I do not, like, I could save the Cultivator, but I prefer my lands for free. Sure. We do waste removal, but I think getting extra land is good enough. Yeah, I will take Koma. It is generally a pretty strong creature, especially if enemy ramps you into it. Let's go for green, so we can hit the Titan very easily, with no issues. I do not want to have issues. Alright, let's attack. Of course, Planewalker. Face doesn't matter right now. And this also triggers him to... Like, we could bounce something, but I think Koma is way more important. Like, Cultivator did its job already. No, please. No! I hoped he doesn't have this. Yeah, that was probably a bad decision, because it's Azorius, of course they play it. And he had exactly 2 mana. Oh boy, yeah, to be fair, that's probably my big misplay. Like, I was sure that he has counter spell and he just left 2 mana to counter something, but yeah, like Azorius always has this kind of card, so my bad. In the end. Where's my second Koma? Alright, I thought I had another Koma. Something did happen. Did I shuffle the deck? Yeah, probably I took something, right? Yeah. Oh my god, you probably noticed it way before me. It's fine. It's completely fine. We can bounce the thingy, so we don't super care, and crowing doesn't matter because he prefers the card over this. Okay, it seems our friend is back in the game. Nice. Which one we need? Let's go for blue. For no particular reason. Enemy is tapped out, so we might go all in a bit. This is a creature. It won't get better than this. So close. But I think 2 cards is good enough. Oh boy, especially this kind of cards. I like lands, but I think the Symbiosis... Oh my god. The mutually beneficial agreement is a very good card. I just cannot say some words. Oh my god, that was not great. Okay, so what the enemy will play? Brutal Catar seems pretty nice. I wonder if he thinks that he can kill us with this samurai. I guess it is a possibility. Like, we get a Zusa in some time. We also have Fading Hopes, but he wants to go aggressive because we have a bit more cards somehow than him. We get life, which is really sweet. And he definitely just goes crazy with the tapping out. It's hard to believe it's control. He doesn't play it like a control. And honestly, Brutal Catar, I'm completely not convinced. It has no sense, in my opinion. Like, basically you enable all the removal from the enemy deck, and normally those are dead cards. Thanks to Brutal Catar, it's perfect. And like, do you really care about this creature? Play with fire kills this. So if you play this against Boros, you don't gain anything. I'm not sure what the guy is doing. Alright, cool. Glad we are playing. So I can get Koma back, which isn't the worst, right? It's 3 mana. You know what? I will do it. I should count the mana probably. 4, 7. I think we have enough. If I was off camera, I would count. but I'm definitely thinking wrong enough right now. Oh my god, how many timeouts you need to tap out the crewing thing? Bruh, stop it. And we play Koma, because enemy has only 2 cards and he's tapped out and he cannot draw with Bankbuster. Oh man. So this is the point. He might have Fateful Absence. Okay, maybe he doesn't. March is the second worst thing. He has 8 mana, so he can use March directly. And I think that's what's happening. I wonder. Like, Koma is something that will win us the game if it's not unanswered. If it's not answered. Man, I'm too sleepy for recording, I guess. I just cannot talk words. Words hard, very. Okay, so... I'm not sure. He has only 3 cards. Memory Deluge is bad idea, one way or another. And he wants to attack, that's so weird. Azorius doesn't have damage-based sweeper, so it seems that he has a sweeper. Now, for this reason, I think he might have a Ganjo. A Ganjo. But that's fine, we can answer. And we don't lose anything. Also, we get a free ramp. Man, like, this Qatar ramped us more than our deck, basically. I love it, especially with Shigeki. Like, this mana will be useful, and we will always starve for mana with this deck. When you have Shigeki combo with the Sky Turtle, if you have 50 mana, you can use 50 mana. Okay. Graveyards, you monster. I hate you. Okay, so we definitely use the ability. Tap target permanent. Activated abilities, even mana abilities, which is pretty strong. Do we care about card? He will just draw in a... we do like this. I'm not happy about the situation. Farewell definitely extremely brutal. Yeah, but he needs to do something now. So if he wants to draw, he needs to do it now, so then we don't need to be careful about any counterplay. He didn't go for artifacts, but understandable, because he has more than us. Okay, that's a very strong draw. I have to say this, it's probably one of the best draws in the game for us. So, destroy artifact, yeah, I will definitely. He has only 2 cards. Like, we are winning in card advantage right now. And let's make a Rhino. I target this, because Celestus also is card advantage, but much slower card advantage. And I guess this is the correct choice. We will do this. So let's see what we get. Koma. I do like having Komas. Okay, and suddenly, like, I don't understand. This version is like basically control with bad cards. That's how I feel about it. I don't think Brutal Qatar has place in this deck. And this is probably one of the reasons why he's so losing in cards against non-control deck. Like, we are a ramp deck, we aren't control. Celestus is a big problem, but hopefully he kills Titan at some point and, you know, we get stuff back. Oh, that's interesting one. Still, we definitely go for attack. We fight for value right now. What can it be? I actually really want to get rid of this Wandering Emperor. He might have some kind of removal. Even White March kills the Titan, and then Emperor is back on the board. And with only 2 cards, I don't think he can win. Not like this. This is pretty good, isn't it? But man, Koma. How did he answer Koma? With Farewell. I guess now he also needs a sweeper. Let's play the Symbiosis. Ha! It worked. Okay, I will take it. Mostly because I want to get rid of Celestus so much. And let's put shield counter right now. Because he probably has sweepers as well, and it means that this is sweeper resistant, and usually they play 1 or 2 farewells in the deck. The rest of the sweepers are destroy effects. Wow. No graveyards this time. Very nice. Very nice. And this is why we left Koma. I will wait with Shigeki. Just please, bro, stop it for a moment. Hall of the Storm Giants is not good. But if he Fields of Ruin, I guess we can get it back, so at least he needs to sacrifice some mana and tempo, and we basically win with this. Like on tempo, we are ahead. Okay, good. We will just have additional target, because we don't have enough cards in the graveyard. And also he untaps our mana, which is a bit sweet. It won't make a difference though, because we have either 4 or 6 cost card. Please stop. Let Koma do its thing. One time. And this. Oh, it's a wrong daytime. So, you know, the night time, the other daytime. Sure. And now it gets scary for the enemy. And if you are playing control and you are actually losing against non-control in card advantage, something is definitely off. Something didn't work out. While we are at 13, I do not think enemy can kill us. I guess I should sacrifice it to Koma, but it won't make a difference. We gain 2 Serpents a turn, and if he attacks he cannot block, so I'm kinda hopeful that it's okay. He needs Fateful Absence, but... well, no, he needs White March. White March is how he wins. Sure. So, do you want? Yeah, that's what I thought. A lot of Consuming Tides, definitely, but this is not something we right now need. This really shows what we have, unfortunately. And this is why we don't care that we lose 1 Serpent, because it's additional damage. Alright, maybe last turn it wasn't the best decision in my life, but this turn it's worth it. Like, every extra damage matters. And every single turn we get additional Serpent on top of the things. A Ganjo. Okay. Let's get Indestructible then. No reason not to do it. Alright, so the damage, finally. And it will be 1 Serpent, and we can use this one to tap, so we go for 12 and we kill the enemy. That seems pretty good. Consuming Tide. Nah, it's not good enough. Like, then we are behind 1 Serpent, and this 1 Serpent is what makes lethal next turn. So, let's see what he gets, but he needs to top deck something. It doesn't seem like he has a lot in the hand. What can it be, actually? Maybe some sweepers? Because they don't really kill Koma? Yeah, like, he lost the value game against our deck. That's not something I thought is possible. And I really think he misplayed quite hard. He was super aggressive, and his deck is not aggressive, so he couldn't finish me at all. Like, we are at 13. He didn't draw cards with the Bankbuster, he didn't exile Graveyard in the second farewell. A lot of mistakes in my opinion. Opponent goes third. Man, I like Field Trip so much. I don't know why, but the card just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. I think Learn is just so versatile, and it's probably that's why. It's probably that's why, yeah. Great speaking stuff as always. I think Jwari can be a counter spell. Like, oh boy. That's an interesting choice. I don't think it's correct call. We really showed enemy what we have, but I will still not cast it. I do not believe, because like, if I was sure that we counter next turn, that I would bounce. But he plays a land. If he doesn't have a 3 mana play, we basically gave him it. Yeah, and this is perfect. And Fading Hope is much brutal later, when he stacks counters and needs to play a 2-mana 1-1 that doesn't do anything. You know, that's a bit hard then. And this Jwari is going here. I know, I'm crying on the inside, but we need to cast Cultivator on curve. I guess Field Trip is a thing, and we take this hit. This is the book guide of transferring life total as a resource to card advantage. This is how you do it. I actually think it's now. Enemy didn't do anything. I will take the land. We have Titan, so even though we probably will draw a lot of lands, I think it's okay. It's multicolored, so he's Vanishing. Believe me, he has Vanishing Verse in the hand right now, and he left mana for it. Sorry, bro, not gonna happen. And Field Trip is really good because it gets Mascot Exhibition, so we are actually not very short out of value yet. He's winning in value, but our answers are really good, so I think we have fair shot in just overwhelming him. Oh no, bro! Oh my god, that was extremely painful. It hurts my soul. He hurt me right now. I might not talk again for the rest of the video. Okay, so we are making the Field Trip. And do we go for the Teachings or Mascot Exhibition? What they have? Meat Hook. They have Meat Hook in this deck. No Snow version, okay. That's a hard choice. Teachings might go very wrong. Conjuration is not great. What they play? They play Aspirant and something, then they are at 3 cards, and we are also at 3 cards, so we are nearly guaranteed to get some value. I will take the Teachings. Alright. I could also cast them right now, but I think Decisive Denial is good enough. He does know about it. Sure. You're 1-1. Acquisitions Expert. Huh. This actually does hurt. Because I don't want to discard anything. Each of those cards is amazing. And this is Cleric. Right? So let's put the trigger on the stack. Yeah. We need to show him 2 cards. And he will choose one of them. I hate you. I actually hate you. Okay, how does it work? When enters the battlefield, reveals equal to the party. Okay, for the science, I don't know how it works. I honestly do not. So let's see how it works. Okay, he chooses 1 card. Do we give him this? This might be a Koma. Okay, so for science now we know that you can remove this in response. That's pretty sweet. Let's attack first, of course. I don't think he has anything, but whatever. And let's see what we get. Okay, a 7/7 vigilance thingy. That's fine. Let's go for Island. It is actually funny that Stomper is such a good target for this. It has mana value of 3 and also is overstated. And when you cast this, it means you have 7 lands generally. So, perfect target, to be honest. We cannot protect it, but now we can. Oh, this draw was devastating. That was really bad. Someone chickened out. I love it. He has the Hive, but he cannot race us, because we are ahead in the race. Henrika. No. No. This is Vanishing Verse still. And we do not wait until the combat phase, because then he can transform her, draw cards. Right now he got no value out of this. And that's exactly what we need. And I will keep this hand because... oh boy, it starts. It's happening again. Please, no. I probably should play one of those. You know what? I'm tryharding this one. Oh no. That's so good for him. Like, we need to draw something. Like, we really need. This is pretty awful.
I am almost sad to see you go.
That doesn't count. But we will have fewer and fewer runs, so at some point we cannot draw them. Unfortunately, there's still Jwari. You know what? I will play one of them. Because we might hit Shigeki, and then every single mana might count. I hate you so much. Perfect answer and extremely good refill, while we draw lands from the top. If we had Koma like 2 turns ago from the top of the deck, I think we would win this. Right now, enemy has big advantage right now. Please, deck. 3 lands in the top. Oh my god, and the ramp spell. Like, we actually have 7 drops in this deck. But to be fair, like, his acquisition expert was devastating and his Pelaka predation was devastating. Okay, at least we get rid of the Emperor, right? 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 Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm 2 triggers. I'm actually 2 triggered. Yeah, I should have seen it coming. I thought he didn't have lands, but I was just focused that the game is over because we just drew lands over and over. I don't think we can come back. His card advantage that he will have is just too much. So we will see like 1 or 2 next draws. And if it still lands, like if the next draw is land, I just concede, because I do not think we can come back from such bad draws. Oh man, the game was definitely very close to win, Nabble, but those top decks, man, like completely. Let's go to the next game.